beyond ATC, Jetstar 773 ready for IFR clearance to Melbourne Airport.
Jetstar 773, Adelaide delivery, expect runway 23, climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors bendo, squawk 0443.
Expect runway 23, climb 6,000 feet on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors bendo, squawk 0443, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, read back correct, contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
Ground 121.7 when ready for pushback or engine start, Jetstar 773.
Unity 1977, cross runway tree 0 at Alpha 2. Continue taxi via Foxtrot tree, Foxtrot Foxtrot 2, Alpha 4, Alpha, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Lima.
Cross runway tree 0 at Alpha 2. Continue taxi via Foxtrot tree, Foxtrot Foxtrot 2, Alpha 4, Alpha, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Lima, Unity 1977.
Foxtrot November Hotel at ramp 81, request pushback.
Foxtrot November Hotel, Adelaide ground pushback approved, face southwest.
Pushback approved, face southwest, Foxtrot November Hotel.
All aircraft be advised information Oscar now current, QNH 1000.
November Hotel, request taxi.
Foxtrot November Hotel, runway 23 taxi via Alpha 2, Alpha, Alpha 3, Alpha 4, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Bravo 2.
Alright, we'll taxi to runway 23 via Alpha 2, Alpha, Alpha 3, Alpha 4, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Bravo 2, Foxtrot November Hotel.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Foxtrot November Hotel, contact Adelaide Tower 120.5, bye-bye.
Contact Tower 120.5, Foxtrot November Hotel.
JST705, gate 25, request pushback.
JST705, Adelaide ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Pushback and engine start approved, face northeast, JST705.
Velocity 231, gate 13 taxi via Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot 6, Foxtrot 3. Hold short runway 30.
Gate 13 via Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot 6, Foxtrot 3. Hold short runway 30, velocity 231.
Boarding started. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Welcome aboard. May I see your boarding pass? Welcome aboard.
Jetstar 775, request taxi to the active.
Welcome aboard.
Velocity 231, cross runway tree 0 at Alpha 2. Continue taxi via Foxtrot tree, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 2, Alpha 4, Alpha,
Welcome.
Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Kilo, Tango tree, Tango, Tango 2, Tango 1.
May I see your boarding pass?
Cross runway
Welcome.
30 at Alpha 2. Continue taxi via Foxtrot
afternoon.
3, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 2, Alpha 4, Alpha, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Kilo, Tango 3,
Welcome.
Tango, Tango 2, Tango 1, velocity 231.
Welcome aboard.
Jetstar 775, runway 2 tree taxi via Tango tree, Tango,
Welcome.
Tango 2, Bravo 1, Bravo, Bravo 2.
Runway
May I see your
2,
boarding
tree
pass?
taxi via Tango, tree Tango, Tango
aboard.
2, Bravo 1, Bravo, Bravo 2, Jetstar 775.
May I see your boarding pass? Good afternoon. May I see your boarding pass? Welcome aboard. May I see your boarding pass?
Welcome. Jetstar 775, contact Adelaide Tower 120.5.
Contact Tower 120.5, Jetstar 775. Have a good day.
Welcome aboard. Good afternoon. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Welcome. May I see your boarding pass? May I see your boarding pass? Good afternoon. Welcome aboard.
Velocity 15 for 7, gate 15 taxi via Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot 6, Foxtrot tree, hold short runway tree 0.
Good afternoon.
Gate 15 via Foxtrot 4A, Foxtrot 6, Foxtrot
Welcome
tree,
aboard.
hold short runway tree 0, velocity 1547.
Welcome. Good afternoon. May I see your boarding pass? May I see your boarding pass? Welcome. Welcome aboard. May I see your boarding pass? Welcome. Welcome. Good afternoon.
Good
Velocity
afternoon,
15
ladies
for
and
7, cross
gentlemen.
runway tree 0 at Alpha
This is
2,
your captain,
continue taxi
Tyson
via
Monroe,
Foxtrot tree,
speaking.
Foxtrot, Foxtrot 2,
Welcome
Alpha
aboard
4,
Jetstar
Alpha, Alpha
flight number
5, Alpha 6,
773,
Kilo, Tango
travelling
tree,
from
Tango,
Adelaide to
Tango
Melbourne.
2.
It's a pleasure to have you with us
Cross
today on
runway
the short journey aboard
30
our
at
Airbus
Alpha 2.
A320.
Continue taxi
Joining me in ensuring
via
a comfortable
Foxtrot
and
3,
safe flight is our skilled cabin crew member,
Foxtrot 2,
Mary.
Alpha 4,
We are
Alpha,
currently preparing
Alpha
for departure
5,
and plan
Alpha
to be in
6,
the air very shortly.
Kilo, Tango 3,
Please make yourselves
Tango,
comfortable, and thank you
Tango
for choosing
2,
Jetstar.
velocity 1547. Qantas 685, gate 19, a taxi via Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot 6, Foxtrot 3, hold short runway 30.
Cabin crew,
Gate
on doors
19
and
via
course check.
Foxtrot 4, Foxtrot 6, Foxtrot 3, hold short runway 30, Quant, bus 685.
Jetstar 801, at gate Lima 26, request pushback.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for departure, we kindly ask...
Jetstar 801, Adelaide ground, pushback approved. Face northeast.
Seatbelts should be fastened at this time, and all carry-on
Pushback
items must
approved.
be stowed in the
Face
overhead
northeast.
bin or under the
Jetstar
seat in front of
801.
you. In the event of an emergency, follow the illuminated exit signs to locate your nearest exit. Remember that your nearest exit may be behind you. In the unlikely event of a water landing, this aircraft is equipped with life vests located under your seat. To use, pull the vest out, slip it over your head, and secure it with the straps. Inflate your vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes on either side. Do not inflate your vest until exiting the aircraft. If oxygen masks are needed, they will drop automatically from the panel above. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, secure it with the elastic band, and breathe normally.
Qantas 685, cross runway 30 at Alpha 2. Continue taxi via Foxtrot 3, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 2, Alpha 4, Alpha, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Kilo, Tango 3, Tango, Tango 2. Cross runway 30 at Alpha 2. Continue taxi via Foxtrot 3, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 2, Alpha 4A, Alpha, Alpha 5, Alpha 6, Kilo, Tango 3, Tango, Tango 2. Qantas 685.
Jetstar 801, request taxi.
Jetstar 801, runway 23 taxi via Kilo, Tango 3, Tango, Tango 2, Bravo 1, Bravo, Bravo 2.
Runway 2, tree taxi via Kilo, Tango 3, Tango, Tango 2, Bravo 1, Bravo, Bravo 2, Jetstar 801.
Jetstar 801, hold position for traffic.
Hold position, Jetstar 801.
Jetstar 773, gate Lima 24, request pushback and engine start.
Jetstar 773, Adelaide ground, hold position for traffic.
Hold position for traffic, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 801, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Jetstar 801.
Jetstar 773, Adelaide ground, pushback approved, face northeast.
Pushback approved, face northeast, Jetstar 773.
Parking brakes, please.
Jetstar 801, contact Adelaide Tower 120.5.
Over to Tower 120.5, Jetstar 801.
Set parking brakes. Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Jetstar 773 ready to taxi to the active.
Jetstar 773, runway 2, tree taxi via Tango Tree, Tango, Tango 2, Bravo 1, Bravo, Bravo 2.
Runway 23 taxi via Tango 3, Tango, Tango 2, Bravo 1, Bravo, Bravo 2, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, contact Adelaide Tower 120.5.
Contact Tower 120.5, Jetstar 773, bye-bye. Jetstar 773, ready to go, runway 23.
Jetstar 773, Adelaide Tower, wind 240 at 22, fly heading 220, runway 23, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 220, runway
Cabin
23,
crew,
cleared for
prepare
takeoff,
for takeoff.
Jetstar 773.
Approaching 2-3. On runway 23.
Adelaide Tower, Q, link 272, ILS Yankee runway 23.
Q-link 272, Adelaide Tower, continue.
Wilco, Q-link 272.
Jetstar 773, contact Adelaide departure 118.2.
Contact Adelaide departure 118.2, Jetstar 773. Adelaide departure, Jetstar 773, 1,500 feet.
Jetstar 773, Adelaide departure. Good afternoon. Identified. Climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, turn left, heading 100. Expect further clearance in about 15 miles.
Turn left, heading 100, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, turn left, heading 080.
Turn left, heading 080, Jetstar 773.
As you can see, the seatbelt sign has been turned off. You may now move around the cabin, but we recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened while seated in case of unexpected turbulence.
Jetstar 773, turn right, heading 100. Expect further clearance in about 4-5 miles.
Turn right, heading 100, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, cleared direct bendo. Resume own navigation.
Roger, heading direct bendo, then resume own navigation, Jetstar 773, thanks.
You're welcome. Jetstar 773, contact Melbourne Centre 125.3. Have a good afternoon.
Contact Melbourne Centre 125.3, Jetstar 773. Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 773, good afternoon through flight level 153 for flight level 180 direct bendo.
Jetstar 773, Melbourne Centre identified. Climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, Jetstar 773.
Foxtrot November Hotel. You were assigned flight level 300. I show you at flight level 289er. Climb to flight level 300.
Wilco, climb to flight level 300, Foxtrot November Hotel.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 801, climbing flight level 150 for flight level 180.
Jetstar 801, Melbourne Centre, radar contact, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, Jetstar 801.
Melbourne Centre, Q-Link 195, flight level 180.
Q-Link 195, Melbourne Centre identified. Jetstar 773, contact Melbourne Centre 122.1.
Centre on 122.1, Jetstar 773. Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 773, passing flight level 340 for flight level 370, direct relay.
Jetstar 773, Melbourne Centre, radar contact.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 801 through flight level 209 for flight level 370 direct to Jeddah.
Jetstar 801, Melbourne Centre, radar contact.
Melbourne Centre, Foxtrot November Hotel. Good afternoon. Through flight level 141 for flight level 300 direct airway.
Foxtrot November Hotel, Melbourne Centre, radar contact.
TACLU 1 Alpha, runway 23, Qantas 739. runway 23. Report ready for descent. TACLU 1 Alpha, runway 23, ready for descent. Qantas 739. Qantas 739, descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 1001. Descend to 9,000 feet, Qantas 739.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We will be starting our descent into Melbourne shortly. As it is the afternoon, we expect fairly busy traffic around the airport. However, we will do our utmost to land as soon as possible and seek any available shortcuts for a smooth and timely arrival. Please ensure your
Contact
seatbelt is
Melbourne
fastened
Centre
and follow all
118.6
instructions from the
Jetstar
cabin crew.
773, bye-bye.
Thank you for your attention.
Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 773, flight level 370.
Jetstar 773, Melbourne Centre, radar contact.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 332, flight level 179er.
Velocity 332, Melbourne Centre, good afternoon. Radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 380.
Continue climb to flight level 380, velocity 332.
Qantas 625, Melbourne Centre. Expect RB8 Alpha, runway 09er.
Expect RB8 Alpha, runway 09er, Qantas 625.
Jetstar 773, contact Melbourne Centre, 12 for decimal 0.
Contact Melbourne Centre 12 for decimal 0, Jetstar 773. Melbourne Centre, Jetstar 773, flight level 370.
Jetstar 773, Melbourne Centre identified. Jetstar 773, Melbourne Centre, expect radar vectors RNAV runway 09er.
Expect radar vectors RNAV runway 09 at Jetstar 773. Jetstar 773, radar vectors RNAV runway 09er, report ready for descent. Radar vectors RNAV runway 09 are ready for descent, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, Melbourne Airport landing runway 09er.
Alright, Melbourne Airport landing runway 09 at Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, Descend to flight level 280.
Descend to flight level 280, Jetstar 773.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 625. Good afternoon, descending via RB8 Alpha. Flight level 188.
Qantas 625, Melbourne Centre identified. Jetstar 630, contact Melbourne Centre 125.2.
Centre on 125.2, Jetstar 630. Have a good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We have now begun our descent into Melbourne. The weather at our destination is partly cloudy with a temperature of 11 degrees Celsius, and conditions are generally good for our arrival. We anticipate landing in approximately 20 minutes. While the weather is favorable and we do not expect any delays, we kindly ask you to follow all instructions from the cabin crew as we prepare for landing. Thank you for your attention and cooperation.
Melbourne Centre, velocity 734, good afternoon, flight level 193.
Velocity 734, Melbourne Centre, radar contact. Jetstar 773, descend to flight level 210.
Descend to flight level 210, Jetstar 773.
Velocity 734, RB8 Alpha, runway 09er, report ready for descent.
RB8 Alpha, runway 09er, ready for descent, velocity 734.
Velocity 734, descend to flight level 120.
Descend to flight level 120, velocity 734.
625, contact Melbourne approach 132.0. Contact Melbourne approach 132.0, Qantas 625. Jetstar 773, descend to flight level 180.
Descend to flight level 180, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, contact Melbourne approach 132.0.
Contact Melbourne approach 132.0, Jetstar 773. Melbourne approach, Jetstar 773, flight level 181, we have Alpha on board.
Jetstar 773, Melbourne approach, QNH 09097. Expect radar vectors for RNAV runway 09er.
QNH 09097, expect radar vectors for RNAV runway 09er, Jetstar 773.
Qantas 625, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Qantas 625.
Jetstar 773, descend to 6,000 feet. QNH 09097.
Descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 09097, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, turn right, heading 220. Vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 220, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, turn right, heading 220, descend to 5,000 feet.
Turn right, heading 220, descend to 5,000 feet, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 212, contact Melbourne Tower, 120.5. Have a good afternoon. Over to Tower 120.5. Jetstar 212.
Velocity 734, flight level 117, we have Alpha.
Velocity 73 for Melbourne. Approach, good afternoon. QNH 09097. Expect the RNAV runway 09er.
QNH 09097. Expect the RNAV runway 09er, velocity 734.
Velocity 734, descend to 9,000 feet. QNH 09097.
Descend to 9,000 feet, QNH 09097, velocity 734.
Jetstar 773, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend to 3,000 feet, Jetstar 773.
Velocity 858. Contact Melbourne Tower, 120.5.
Over to tower, 120.5, velocity 858.
Jetstar 773, less than 1 mile from Good Hug. Turn left, heading 085. Maintain 3,000 feet until established on the final approach course. Cleared on av runway 09er.
Turn left heading 085, 3,000 feet until established. Cleared RNAV runway 09er, Jetstar 773.
Velocity 734, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend to 4,000 feet, velocity 734.
Qantas 625, cleared direct Goop Hug. Cross Goop Hug at or above 3,000 feet. Cleared RNAV runway 09er.
Cleared direct Goop Hug. Cross Goop Hug at or above 3,000 feet. Cleared RNAV runway 09er, Qantas 625.
Jetstar 773, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5. Have a good afternoon.
Over to tower 120.5, Jetstar 773. Melbourne Tower, Jetstar 773, RNAV runway 09er.
Jetstar 773, Melbourne Tower, wind 055 at 16, gust 26, runway 09er cleared to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land, Jetstar 773.
Melbourne Tower, Qantas 625, RNAV runway 09er.
Qantas 625, Melbourne Tower, wind 055 at 16, gusts 26, runway 09er cleared to land.
Runway 09er cleared to land, Qantas 625. Rex 152, ready to go, runway 09er.
Rex 152, Melbourne Tower, wind 055 at 16, gusts 26, fly heading 050, runway 09er, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 050, runway 09er, cleared for takeoff. Rex 152.
2,000.
1000.
Approaching 09.
Rex 152. Contact Melbourne departure 118.90.
500.
Contact Melbourne departure 118.9er, Rex 152.
400. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Velocity 237, holding short, runway 09er.
Velocity 237, hold short of 09er.
900 meters remaining.
Jetstar 773, exit right at Papa.
Exit right at Papa, Jetstar 773.
Jetstar 773, contact ground 121.7.
We would like to apologize.
Ground 121.7, Jetstar 773. Have a good afternoon.
And we are looking forward to seeing you again soon.
Jetstar 773, request taxi to assigned gate.
Jetstar 773, gate Golf 57 taxi via Alpha, Foxtrot Victor Yankee.
16:35, and the temperature outside is a comfortable
Gate Golf 57 via Alpha, Foxtrot Victor Yankee, Jetstar 773.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign has been turned off. We kindly ask you to check for all personal belongings before leaving the aircraft. On behalf of Jetstar and our captain, Tyson Monroe, as well as myself, Mary, we would like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today. Melbourne is known for its vibrant art scene and beautiful parks, and we hope you enjoy your time here. We look forward to welcoming you on board again soon.
Jetstar 916, cross runway 16 at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo Mike. Cross runway 16 at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo Mike, Jetstar 916. Jetstar 526, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5.
Over to Tower 120.5, Jetstar 526.
Sri Lankan 605, heavy, cross runway 16 at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo Mike. Cross runway 16 at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo Mike, Sri Lankan 605 heavy. Quantia 625, gate Bravo 24 taxi via Papa, Echo, Quebec. Gate Bravo 2 for via Papa, Echo, Quebec, Quant, 625. Jetstar 916, contact Melbourne Tower 120.5. Over to Tower 1, 20.5, Jetstar 916. Sri Lankan 605 Heavy. Contact Melbourne Tower 120.5.
Contact Tower 120.5, Sri Lankan 605 Heavy.
Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check.
Velocity 734, Gate Echo 7 taxi via Papa, Echo, Alpha, Tango, Victor, uniform.
Gate Echo 7 via Papa, Echo, Alpha, Tango, Victor, uniform, velocity 734.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived at the gate in Melbourne. The doors will be opened shortly. Please ensure you have all your personal belongings with you before leaving the aircraft. On behalf of Jetstar and the entire crew, we would like to sincerely thank you for flying with us today. We wish you a pleasant stay and look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Have a great day.
Quant, bus 463, Gate Charlie 12, taxi via Papa, Tango.
Gate Charlie 12 via Papa, Tango, Quant US 463.
Velocity 332, gate Golf 45 taxi via Papa, Echo, Alpha, Tango, Victor, Yankee.
Gate Golf for 5 via Papa Echo Alpha Tango Victor Yankee velocity 332.
All aircraft be advised, information Bravo now current, QNH 0997.
Passengers bus is coming.
Qantas 693 at Gate Charlie Tree, request pushback. Qantas 693, Melbourne ground, pushback approved. Face north. Pushback and engine start approved, face north, Qantas 693. Velocity 341, Gate Echo 1, request pushback. Velocity 341, Melbourne ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face west. Pushback and engine start approved, face west, velocity 341.